Hi again, everyone. I hope that those of you who couldn't hear me before can hear me now. Welcome to our second pizza party in our Pizza Perfection series. Tonight we're going to be making a delicious dessert pizza. So I hope everyone is excited. For those of you who are already dessert pizza converts, let me know what your favorite dessert pizza toppings are. And for those of you who are a bit skeptical, let me know why. And hopefully I'm going to be able to change your minds. So we're just going to wait a few more minutes for everyone else to join in on the new link. 1 second. Let's just let everyone else join in so they don't miss anything exciting. In the meantime, take a look at the ingredients I've got in front of me and see if you can guess what kind of dessert pizza we're going to be making this evening. I will give you a clue. It's a very popular campsite treat in America. It's not so popular here, but I think it might be after this video. So once again, welcome. I hope you're all settled in for a lovely Friday evening, glass of wine or a cup of tea. Just waiting for the final go-ahead from Raquel to begin. If anyone is listening, let us know that you can hear me. We've had a bit of sound trouble this evening, so just want to be cautious before we get started that everyone can hear me. Sorry if you can, and for the, okay, fantastic. Thank you, Ozan. All right, so we can get started now. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Tonight we're going to be making a delicious s'mores dessert pizza. It's all part of our pizza promotion for the month, and that is a big, exciting deal because you can get your hands on our pizza promotion bundle that's going at the moment. And in that bundle, you'll get a pizza stone Paul, who I'll introduce you to later, along with our really handy Pizza Perfection booklet filled with recipes and pizza making tips. You'll also get some really lovely oven gloves and a pizza cutter, everything you need to make a delicious pizza with your Thermomix. So without further ado, let's get started. I came up with the idea for this dessert pizza because as someone who isn't a big fan of dessert pizzas, I wanted to make something that was very similar to another dessert, which I do love, which is a s'more. So for those of you who don't know, a s'more is basically 2 digestive biscuits, and sandwiched between them is a lovely toasted marshmallow, ideally toasted over a fire when you're making a barbecue, and a block of chocolate. So you get the oozy marshmallow, the lovely melted chocolate, and the crunch of the biscuits. And what I've done is I've decided to layer that all up on a pizza base and cover it with sliced fresh strawberries for a burst of freshness. And the results are delightful. The really exciting part of this recipe for me is making your own chocolate spread in your Thermomix. It is so much more rich and decadent and delicious than anything you can buy at a shop. And it has the added bonus of having no palm oil in sight. So you can enjoy it guilt-free in every sense. So I've already made mine just before we started filming this evening, so I can show you. Oh my gosh, it literally smells like being inside the most decadent chocolate shop. So my lovely chocolate spread is ready. I've got my other ingredients here, which I'm just going to prep very quickly. For those of you who are watching, feel free to tell me your dessert pizza feelings, what you think about this creation, if it sounds appetizing or not for you. And if you're following this recipe from the beginning, which you would be, of course, we're going to be posting the recipe under the video when we're done, just by the way. But if you are going to be making it from scratch, you're going to have made your pizza base before you've started all of these little bits at the end. And you're going to have cooked it for 10 minutes before you put the toppings on, because it's not going to be in there long enough once the chocolate spread and everything else is on for it to cook all the way through. So you bake it for 10 minutes until it's lightly golden, and then you can get started with all your toppings and finish it off for the final few minutes in the oven. So Natasha, great question. If you've just joined, I've made my own chocolate spread in my Thermomix. Really lovely, really wholesome ingredients, no palm oil. We're using groundnut oil instead, and really good quality milk chocolate. toasted hazelnuts. It is better than anything you could buy in a jar, I promise you. So toppings are done, ready to go. I've got my marshmallows, which I'm literally going to take a pair of scissors and just snip in half. I find marshmallows really stick to my knife when I cut them with a knife, but scissors are perfect for this. And another top tip is that if you don't have a pizza cutter handy, which I'm sure you will after you take advantage of our pizza promotion, but if you don't, I love slicing my pizza, or cutting it rather, with a handy pair of kitchen scissors. So much quicker, really easy, no scraping of your knife across a board or a roasting tray. So those are nicely chopped up, and then I've got my digestive biscuits here, which I'm just going to very roughly crumble over the top when we get to that point. Right. We're all ready to assemble this decadent delight. So here's my pizza base, which I made earlier. Lovely and golden, pre-baked for 10 minutes. And now we're going to generously slather on our chocolate spread. So you could substitute chocolate spread for salted caramel, which I've done before and is absolutely delicious. I'm being incredibly generous with my chocolate spread because I know how much Raquel loves it, and she's definitely going to be enjoying this pizza after we finished filming later on. So get that on there. This recipe for the chocolate spread definitely makes enough for you to make 2 large dessert pizzas, or of course, you can put it into a jar and keep it in the fridge for up to 3 days. Just let it come to room temperature before eating it so it softens up. Or the other alternative is you make a dessert pizza and then you eat the rest out of the mixing bowl with a spoon, which is also a really good option. So chocolate spread slathered on, leaving my crust around the edge. And now we're going to put on our marshmallows. So just dot it around. They're going to go beautiful and golden and gooey in the oven. I've preheated my oven to 220 degrees. And to make sure that our chocolate spread and our marshmallows don't burn, we're literally going to put this in there for 5 to 7 minutes, and keep an eye on it because some ovens run hotter than others, of course. So marshmallows on, digestive biscuits. These bring an almost savory crunch, which is really good at balancing out this intense sweetness of the chocolate spread and the marshmallows. So as much or as little as you like. Again, use any biscuits you've got handy. Anything would work here. There we go. The strawberries are going to bring a very needed burst of fresh sweetness at the end. So we're not going to put those on into the oven. They're going to be scattered over just before we slice this up and serve it. So now it's going to go into the oven, as I said, 5 to 7 minutes, and keep an eye on it. Just catching up on the comments. Hi, Monica. Glad to see that you are seemingly a fan of the dessert pizza. And I hope Natasha's now been inspired to make her own chocolate spread. I just was thinking about what else you could put on top of a dessert pizza. And as I said, salted caramel would be a lovely alternative to chocolate spread. And if you didn't want to use marshmallows, I think you could go for any fruit of your choosing. A delicious banana salted caramel pizza would be amazing, in my opinion. I haven't tried it yet, but now that I've said it, I think I am going to give it a go.
I think from yesterday's live, banana is a very controversial topping.
That's true. Last night in our basic pizza live session, someone put forth the opinion that a delicious pizza topping on a savory pizza is banana, bacon, and cheese, blue cheese or something. Oh my gosh, I could not. Who wants to have banana on a savory pizza? No judgment, but we were all thrown for a loop. Lee says, sounds good. I hope, Lee, I don't know if you're talking about the banana on the savory pizza. Ah, yes. Was it you, Lee? Was it your idea? I can't actually remember. But yeah, I always say you have to try everything once. So no, it wasn't. Well, you know, you have to try everything once. So I might have to actually give it a go before I share any more strong opinions to the negative about it. What is everyone cooking this weekend? Have you got any Thermomix recipes lined up to give a go? I actually haven't seen if it's supposed to clear up. I knew it was going to rain all week, but hopefully we'll have some sun. Are you having a barbecue, or are you planning to make pizza? I personally think that you should have a pizza party. Given that you've now got a wealth of tips at your disposal, you can watch yesterday's live that's now saved onto our YouTube page. Hi, Agnieszka. Thank you for joining. We're just going to give it a few more minutes in the oven. And for those of you who are a fan of our Thermomix live sessions, let me know what kind of videos you want to see more of so we can put them together for you, what recipes you want to see made live, any topics you want me to cover, any questions you have for me to answer. It's always lovely to get your feedback so that we can make content that's really tailored to what you're after. Happy birthday, Lee. That's so lovely. What is your daughter going to be cooking for you? Has she told you the menu, or is it a surprise? Hi, Catalina. Ozan's making cauliflower tacos. That sounds interesting. So are the actual taco shells made of cauliflower? Very healthy. I'm just going to take a glance at our pizza, take my own advice, and keep an eye on it. It is looking delicious. Okay, so it's a surprise. Well, I hope that it is delicious, and if she does make it in your Thermomix, please tag us so that we can see what you get made. But I hope you have a lovely time. This honestly smells absolutely divine. I can't wait to show it to you when it comes out of the oven. For those of you who have a pizza stone pool, have you made many pizzas on it yet? What's been your biggest success so far? Your favorite pizza stone pool recipe? It's such a handy tool to have, whether you have a pizza oven or a conventional oven in your kitchen. It's the ideal thing on which to make really delicious, crisp pizzas. And I think this is ready. So there it is. My marshmallows are lovely and melty. They haven't quite gone brown yet, which I'm fine with. So now I'm going to garnish with my lovely fresh strawberries. Just dot those around. Raquel's looking very invested in the result of this pizza. And there we go. So I'm going to put my oven gloves. These are the exact oven gloves that you get with our pizza bundle. And there it is, a really decadent, delicious s'mores strawberry dessert pizza. Don't forget to check beneath the video later on for the recipe if you want to give it a go this weekend. And I hope that you have a wonderful weekend filled with delicious Thermomix food. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and have a lovely Friday evening.